in this, the 33rd episode of Vowed Spiritual Aloneness. We're going to draw from Thomas Merton again as we reflect on how our lives of being alone, those of us who are vowed or promised celibates, or those of us who are contemplating this life, might be able to experience a little bit of what Thomas Merton said. But before that, let's take a moment just for silence and to be here with God and to become aware of God's presence with us. And Thomas Merton writes, "Let us live in this love and this happiness, you and I and all of us, in the love of Christ and in contemplation, for this is where we find ourselves and one another as we truly are. It is only in this love that we at last become real, for it is here that we most truly share in the life of one God in three persons." There's so much to cover here, and to think that we have vows or promises that allow us to perceive that what's real is this sharing in the life of God. What we truly are, this essence of who we are, created to be in this love of Christ, in this ability to experience God as fully as we can. And that becomes the search and the joy of our lives. There are so many other things that seem to be more real, but really aren't. The things that bring us anxiety and fear, the things that trouble us, often come from things that are so caught up in the world, that in fears and worries that maybe are linked to accepting how other people view life. But those those of us who truly are given over to God, and are surrendering our lives to God, we know there's a certain security in that. And that in that security, we find that we truly are filled with a love and a happiness, because we are being drawn ever more closely into God, and we're divesting ourselves of so much that holds us back from that. And therefore, both happiness and kind of a sort of authenticity of living, a sort of knowledge of who we are as human beings, because God is with us so much and is guiding us. And we find ourselves caught up in the life of the Trinity, which is exactly what we were created to be in our lives. And so may this vowed spiritual aloneness that we have allow us to feel, to know, to love more deeply this beautiful life that God has given to us.